Hi, everybody. Welcome to Crows Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video is your weekly love connection energy check in. All right. So, I'm going to channel from the masculine's energy perspective, the feminine's energy perspective, and then we're going to tap into the connecting energies, how you guys are connected, what's going on with the energies of the connection. All right. So we're going to use the Romance Angel Oracle cards, and then we're going to use John Holland's Psychic Tarot and Oracle card for the heart for clarifiers. All right. For the masculine, the feminine, and the connecting energies. All right, so let's go ahead and get started since I shuffled up these cards. All right, so ma- masculine energy first. So let's go with the masculine's energy this week. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's time to break free of some maybe like I kind of feel like there's some thought patterns within the masculine energy that he needs to break free of. I say he because I'm channeling the masculine energy. And spirit is saying it's time to take back control of your thoughts. It's time to free yourself, uncage yourself. And if you look, this critter on here, creature, critter, goat, whatever you want to call it, is like he has himself surrounded by a wooden fence. Now, wooden fences, they're a little bit tougher, but they're not brick. So to me, that's the energy of being able to break free, break through that fence, hop over that fence perhaps. Or maybe just in general, just break it in general. Okay. So spirit has the masculine energy in the energy of taking back control of his thoughts, taking back control of his life, freeing himself from like kind of feeling like freeing himself from thoughts that are controlling his energy. So what's going on with the feminines? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So kind of feel like the feminine is in this energy. The feminine energy is in the energy of feeling like there's just not enough attraction or chemistry to bring this relationship together. And I feel it's because the masculine energy is like has got himself in sort of a cage within his thoughts. So, what's going on with the connection? Chemistry. There's strong magnetic attraction here. So, there's definitely some chemistry in the connection. But because the feminine energy and the I kind of feel like this masculine and feminine are kind of like mirroring each other. Okay. And the feminine's thinking, okay, well, there's not enough chemistry. The masculine's like, well, I'm not I'm not sure what I feel. I'm not sure if I can, step out of this caged energy and actually bring like go towards my feminine. Okay. And I kind of feel like she is feeling that. But there is chemistry within this connection that is magnetizing these two together, is what I feel. All right. So let's move on to clarifiers. So let's clarify the masculine first. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Success and growth. Yeah, this is the Eight of Wands energy. So I kind of feel like the energy is ripe for the masculine, is what I feel, to expand his mind, to expand and grow within his thoughts. And if you look, there is a masculine on this card. So this is significant to the masculine energy. You could be a female and resonate with the masculine energy. So it just, please, collective, take what resonates. All right. So the masculine is in this energy of breaking free and taking back control of his thoughts. All right. The energy is perfect for this to be happening. And if you look, he does have some green leaves in his crown chakra. So I kind of feel like he is, like thinking about, like he's going over within his head, how does he really feel? How can I move towards my feminine? I am feeling this pull to her. Now, how can I do that? And I kind of feel like the masculine is in this energy of taking back control of of his heart, taking back control of his thoughts. All right. What about the feminine? What's going on with the feminine's energy? The feminine is confronting some shadows. This is the moon card in this deck. So the feminine is in the energy of confronting some shadows within her energy this week. All right. She is taking back, she is confronting some shadows when it comes to how she feels about her masculine. Um, I kind of feel like, look, 8 and 8. Okay, so they're both, I kind of feel, on similar vibrational energies, and that's where this magnetism comes in when it comes to this partnership. But the feminine is cycling out. I kind of feel like the feminine energy is confronting some darkness when it comes to how she feels about her masculine. She is definitely confronting some darkness, and the darkness of, well, there's just not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. There's just not enough of attraction. Okay. And but there is, because they are in this energy of magnetically attracting one another back to together. All right. So let's clarify the chemistry card. Yeah. Oh, check that out. Now we have, this is the Fool card, the Fool's card, and it's saying trust. Okay. So yeah, I do feel that, there is some things being cycled out within this partnership. There definitely is some darkness being cycled out. The masculine is breaking free of his thought patterns. He's tapping more into his crown chakra about how he feels about his feminine. The feminine is confronting darkness about how she feels about her masculine. I kind of feel like these two are definitely mirroring with the 8 and the 8. All right. Yeah, it says 18, but if you take the 10 out of it, which is about cycling out old energies and starting something new, it's like, there is some changes coming this week for this masculine and feminine, because the feminine is taking this moon energy and confronting some dark energy about how she feels about her masculine. The masculine is also doing the same thing. I kind of feel like they're on the same page, and they're both cycling out energies so that they can come together. So spirit is magnetically attracting the masculine and the feminine back together. I kind of feel like their angels are working on them. All right. And what's going on in this connection is, because they are both cycling out some dark energies and breaking free of thought patterns and confronting shadows, what it's doing is, it's like a magnet in their energy. It's magnetizing them back for some sort of a change in a new direction. And what it's doing is, with this Fool card, is, it's like they're both trusting in their angels and the universe to bring them back together. And it is also the energy of releasing the darkness, clearing out clutter within the head and the heart, and clearing out the clutter in the 3D space, and breaking free of some sort of a negative thought pattern about how they feel about one another. All right. And this chemistry that they are feeling is real. It is definitely real. And now they're in this energy this week of trusting what they're trusting in, their heart space is what I feel. I'm seeing green on here. They're trusting in their heart space. The masculine is trusting what he feels. He's like energetically aligning his head and his heart. All right. And so is the feminine. That's what I feel for this. All right. For this connection that I am channeling. So next we're going to dig a little bit deeper into their head, their heart, their 3D space, and what their souls, how their souls are guiding them this week. All right. So we're going to use Mystic Moon's messages, Twin Flame Messages, Volume 1 and 2, the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, and a Twin Flame Oracle cards for this. See what is going on. Dig a little bit deeper into the energies. Okay. So, when the masculine thinks about his feminine, how is he viewing her? Would you reject me? So, right off the bat, he's like, well, would you reject me? Old wounds, 5 of Cups, and mirroring. There is that mirroring energy that I was feeling. All right. Again, I did feel a major mirroring energy because the feminine is in the energy of confronting these dark energies. And I kind of feel like, again, that's why the masculine is, that's why they both have 8s, but you got the 1 and the 0. So I kind of feel like they are cycling out old wounds. Kind of feel like the masculine is mirroring to his feminine these old wounds. He's taken back control of his life. He is freeing himself from these old wounds. And I kind of feel like he's mirroring this confrontation of this shadow and realizing that what he is feeling for his feminine is real. There is a chemistry here. So when he thinks about his feminine, he is viewing her as, would you reject me if I was to come back to you? Would you reject me if I was to come back to you and want this brand new beginning? Would you take me back, or would you reject me? Okay. How about the feminine? When she thinks about her masculine, how is she viewing him? I don't know how I feel anymore, right? Because she's in the energy of unrequited love. There's not enough chemistry and attraction to keep this relationship going. Now, remember, we are in this mirroring energy. So she's saying, I don't know how I feel anymore. We got the 6 of Wands, success and recognition. So the masculine is in this success and growth energy, and the feminine is in success and recognition of her feelings. I kind of feel, again, there's major mirroring energy going on, signs. So yeah, the feminine is seeing the signs of this relationship being brought back together successfully. She's seeing the signs of this mirroring energy of, I don't know how I feel anymore. The darkness that the masculine is breaking himself free of is what I feel. And she is seeing the signs. She's recognizing the signs within this partnership that's going to bring about a new beginning. Beautiful. All right. So it within the heart space, how does the masculine feel about his feminine? I miss you regardless of how things seem. So he is telling her, look, I miss you, regardless of the fact that, you know, I am all caged up within my thoughts. I'm not sure how I feel. I still miss you. Okay. Yeah. Reunion and memories. So he is definitely in this energy of thinking about his feminine. He is thinking about the times that they had whenever they did spend time together. And he is also wanting to come into reunion because remember, within his headspace, he's like, would you reject me if I was to come back? You know? So he's letting her know his heart space is like, I miss you regardless of, you know, the fact that I am in this shadowy aspect. I miss you regardless of the situation. And I am thinking about the good times. Yeah. He is in this energy of forgiveness. I kind of feel like he is forgiving his past energy. He is breaking free. He is clearing out the clutter within his head and again within his heart, like I was feeling from the jump. He is freeing himself. He is taking back control of his heart, and you know, he is forgiving his past energies. He is forgiving, he is confronting these shadows, and because of him finding forgiveness for his past energies and freeing himself, taking back control of his how he feels within the thoughts that he is thinking about when it comes to love, that's ushering in forgiveness. It's like he is sweeping the negative clutter within his head out the door, is what I feel. What about the feminine? How is she feeling about her masculine? I thought the thought of you still does things to me. So she, within her heart space, I kind of feel like, you know, that energy, that chemistry that she's feeling still does things to her on an emotional level. Yeah. Nine of Swords, self sabotage and nightmares. So kind of feel like, you know, she's in this, she's mirroring that energy from her masculine because this is about the thought pattern, that negative energy. This free yourself from the self sabotage and the nightmares. All right. The darkness that is being mirrored from the masculine to the feminine. All right. So, nostalgia. Yeah. She is definitely thinking, they're both in this energy of thinking about one another, thinking about the good times that they had. So, again, the thought of you still does things to me. She's thinking about her masculine and the things that, you know, happen between them, the sabotage that's happened between them two. And I kind of feel like the feminine is mirroring that energy back to her masculine as well. So, what does the masculine want here in the 3D world? I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. So, what does he want? He wants to be authentic with his feminine. He wants to come towards her um, in the truth of who he is. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah. He wants to be authentic. He wants to come in a more nurturing way, in a more balanced energy. Because look, Queen of Pentacles, that's feminine. So he wants to come towards her in a more authentic way, in a more nurturing way, in a more balanced way. Yeah, right? Numbing. Because I kind of feel like he's no longer afraid. He's no longer in this numbing energy. He's more in this nurturing energy. He wants to be authentic. He wants to nurture his feminine. He wants to be in a more balanced energy when he comes towards his feminine. What about the feminine? What does she want? Being apart has been life changing for me. So the feminine, you know, this separation that these two have been in has been life changing for the feminine. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, defensive. I kind of feel like the feminine, what has changed is her defenses. I kind of feel like, you know, being apart has, let's see what the next card is. Yeah, she's surrendering the defenses. And that's what she has changed. She has, instead of being offensive, she's surrendering that. And that is what she has changed. And that's what she wants here in the 3D world. And the separation has changed her defenses. She has surrendered her defenses, of this relationship not having enough chemistry to be drawn back together. Okay, that's what I feel. What about on a soul level? What's the masculine's soul energy? So, on a soul level, the masculine is trying to do the honorable thing, excitement and curiosity. So there's some sort of a spark on a soul level with the masculine. He is curious about, whether or not, again, she would reject him if he was to come towards her. The energies are very right this week for whomever I am channeling this connection for. All right. So the masculine on a soul level is trying to do the right thing, and he's very curious and excited about this new spark since he has broken free of this shadow energy. And tap more into the heart space when, like, thinking about really how he feels. Okay. And I kind of feel like on a soul level, because of him breaking free and taking back control of his feelings and breaking free of, this energy of, oh, well, there's just not enough chemistry to bring us back together. We're not meant to be. I kind of feel like because of him breaking free of that mentality, it's sparking some sort of, curiosity within his soul of wanting him to do the honorable thing and come back to his feminine. Yeah. Return. Yeah, it's sparking the curiosity of return on a soul level. Yes, just like I said, to come back to his feminine. What about the feminine on a soul level? It's just easier for me. It's just easier to stay away right now. And that's because she is facing some shadows as well. I feel that they are mirroring this shadow aspect, passionate adventure. But really, it's just easier for her to stay away right now, even though on a soul level, she does want to go on an adventure with him. Yeah, yep. Conclude. She wants to conclude things. She wants to hand that key to the masculine to open up his heart and bring a conclusion to this adventure. All right. But really, she understands on a soul level that this masculine is doing some shadow work. So she's like, well, on a soul level, it's just easier to stay away right now while he is concluding, this energy of cleaning out the clutter within his thoughts. All right. So next we are going to, check in on, what what's what's the possible outcome of this connection this week. What is the possible outcome? I say possible because as humans, we do have the power of free will. So whether or not this connection comes together depends on the masculine and feminine, the male and the female, the counterparts. So what is the potential outcome of this partnership, of this connection this week? What is the potential outcome? We already do see that there is a possibility of a new beginning, a brand new start, a free of any clutter or baggage. And there is an element of trusting in this attraction, trusting that there is an outer influence, see all these little angels and guides. There is an outer influence that is magnetizing this energy, these two beautiful souls back together again. So there is an element of trusting in this chemistry to bring these two back together. But we're still going to check in anyways and see what the overall connecting energies. What's the possible outcome of this connection this week? We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yeah, trusting in how they feel about one another, trusting that this chemistry is real and totally worth exploring. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from usual type of expectations. And one final card for the connection. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Now, which one was in the energy of forgiveness? The masculine. So I kind of feel like that's specific for the masculine energy. Okay. So I kind of feel like the forgiving and learning is the masculine energy. Forgiving the energies of his past and learning his lessons. All right. So yeah, and understanding that what the chemistry and the feelings that he is feeling is real. And to keep an open mind, because I kind of feel like the connection is something that he's never felt before with anybody else. It is a specific kind of a connection. All right. So let's pull some clarifiers. Romantic feelings. Yeah. Transformation. So there's a definite energy of a transformation happening with how they feel about one another. Again, facing some shadows, confronting them shadows, that dark energy, and transforming it and shedding it. Just like I had said, I kind of feel like this connection is cleaning out the clutter, that heavy energy. All right. So there's some sort of a release. I kind of feel like this connection is the connection itself is stepping into the light. Both of them are shedding heavy energy that has kept this connection weighed down. All right. So keep an open mind. Open. That was my cat. He just decided to jump up on me and claw the hell out of me. So that I'm sorry for that. All right. So again, keep an open mind. Open up. Open up. Keep an open mind. Open up to the fact that this is let down your guard. Open up to the fact that this connection is different. It's an unusual type of connection. It's something that both of these individuals are not used to. It's different than what they are used to. And keep an open mind is telling me that they are both opening up to the fact that this is different type of connection. Forgiving and learning. Yeah. Look, they're strengthening the bonds within their self. They're forgiving and learning. They're releasing and healing the past from this connection, and they're strengthening the bond within their own masculine and feminine energies, and as well as standing in the present moment and strengthening the bond within the connection, because what they are doing is, again, they're cleaning out the clutter, they are confronting the darkness, they are transforming this connection. Beautiful energy. All right, so what messages does the universe and spirit have for these masculine and feminine energies? What is the messages? We're going to use these are the notes from the universe on love and connection. And I have the signs from spirit love oracles. So we're definitely going to pull a couple of them. Because if I remember correctly, I think the feminine had the signs that she was being shown signs. One of them was being shown signs. All right, so let's shuffle up the signs from spirit. So some final messages from spirit to these masculine and feminine energies that I am channeling. So we're just going to put these out right here. Let me grab them up and remove them. All right, so some messages from the universe. So, Spirit, what messages would you like to give the masculine and feminine energies? It's not only about being right, okay? So, they want you to know that it's not only about being right, it's about the connection, all right? So, let's pull a sign concerning this. It's not only about being right. Yeah, that's forbidden energy, okay? Because it isn't only about being right. It's, I'm kind of getting this message from, you know, what was it? The feminine or the masculine had. All right, I don't see it in here. Um, So it isn't about being right. It's not about, who's right or who's wrong within this connection. I kind of feel like that's why spirit is showing you the snake energy. I kind of feel like it's not about what's forbidden. I kind of feel like it's the energy of shedding that old energy, going through this death energy, shedding the heavy, the snake skin. Okay, that's what I kind of feel like. It's not about only being right, it's about shedding this dark energy, shedding the layer of skin that needs to come off. I kind of feel like that heavy energy, that forbidden heavy energy. All right, that's what I feel. So let's pull another message from the universe. Well, all right. Most people are just trying to survive. All right. So, a sign, most people are just trying to survive. Your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundations for the future. Yeah. Most people are trying to just survive. And it's hard work. It's very hard work to try to survive and build a strong foundation for the future. Okay? That's what they feel. Spirit is telling you, most people are just they're working hard at trying to just survive. And because of that, I kind of feel like there is a better and stronger foundation being built within each one, the masculine and the feminine, as well as the connecting energies. All right. So I kind of feel like spirit is saying, look, it's not about just being right. It's time to shed that layer. It's time to get out of that. It is time to get out of that thought pattern. Shed that old skin. Step more into the light body of the situation. Okay. And most people are just trying to survive. And it is really hard work, and it takes a lot of determination to build a stronger foundation within this partnership. All right. So let's pull one final message as a closing message for this connection, for the masculine and feminine energies. So please, again, take what resonates and leave the rest. So we got two cards, so I'm just going to take them both. All right. So keep it simple. We're going to pull a sign from spirit. Keep it simple. Yeah, songs and information. So I kind of feel like spirit is, sending them this information of just keeping things simple. It isn't about being right or wrong, okay? And it's not about being in survival mode. It's not about working so hard at trying to build a stronger foundation. Spirit is sending this connection messages through the heart space, through songs about how to keep this connection, just keeping things in a simple energy. Just instead of working too hard to try to survive and try to shed this old energy, there I feel that spirit is, maybe a song is popping in your head, maybe you turn on the radio, whatever it is, but there is definitely some sort of information that's hitting the heart space with this connection, that's giving them the information and the sign of just keeping it simple. Don't be working so hard at trying to survive. All right. Just, I kind of feel like spirit is around these two, of, because I kind of feel like they're both in survival mode because of the mirroring effect that is going on. All right. And because of that, they're both in this survival mode. They're both working really hard at trying to um, make this connection a strong, like trying to keep the connection and building a stronger foundation within their own lives as well as the connection. All right. And the last message is earlier disappointments were just rehearsals for the great stuff coming your way. Beautiful. Yes. Oh man, no wonder it wanted to come out. I mean, it popped right out. So the earlier disappointments had to happen. It was just like a dress rehearsal so that you can appreciate the good stuff that's coming your way is what I feel spirit is telling you. So signs from spirit. 888, that's what the first messages was the eights. New opportunities and abundance are coming your way. Absolutely. So anything that has happened within this connection, clean up until this week, was just a dress rehearsal. It was just a rehearsal so that you could go through these energies to shed this old layer out of your life, to keep you, you know, like just in this energy of just surviving. And now, all the disappointments and everything that has happened with this masculine and feminine, and when it comes to this connection, was just a rehearsal so that you could go through and face all these shadows so that this new energy can come in. And remember, they are in the connection is in the energy of the full, cleaning out the clutter, letting all of that go so that you can trust in this connection, trust in the universe to have this brand new beginning, a new opportunity to come into this meant to be partnership. I love this. I love the way Spirit has brought these messages out. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching and blessed be.